The only way I can describe it was like a sword going right through my whole soul, getting twisted round and round and coming right out my back. Never felt pain like that in my life. And I remember picking them up in my hands and thinking, this is my daughter. This is all that's left of my daughter.
On the 9th of September 2018, Rosanna Sanderson passed away in her sleep. Her mother Jackie and best friend Kara have let us into their lives to talk about their experience with grief. Kara has been using her personal experiences to motivate her in her studies of becoming a drama therapist. Rosanna was 22 and 14 weeks pregnant.
She had this vulnerability about her as well, which you were drawn to, because she was so kind and so caring, but also the loudest person in the room. And we never, after high school, we never, fell out, or, we obviously went off to do our different things. I went to Edinburgh, she stayed here and worked, started going to college, and was, about to become a mother. So we had very different paths, but, she was, and I've said it always, she was my soulmate, in the sense of she was the only person that I've ever met that I could just be 100% with, and still to this day, I don't think that'll ever change. I don't think I'll ever meet anyone that I can just be myself with, and she's still my best friend. That's not ever going to change. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's never going to change. She's still your Rosie. She's still my best pal. So
It makes me proud to hear you say that.
does it?
Yeah, I'm just so proud of her.
Yeah.
Just so proud of everything that she was. And
Yeah.
the person she was. She was a caring, sensitive person, yet she had this aura about her. Mm-hmm. She was always fun, bubbly. You felt her presence when she was around.
Totally. I wasn't understanding the feelings that I was feeling, and I wasn't understanding how one day, like what you're saying, you can be okay, and then the next day be so angry or so sad, or can't get out of bed. Like, why is it so choppy? How can I even begin to understand these emotions? And I literally did just stumble. I'd never heard of the 5 stages of grief in my life, because I'd never been educated on grief. It's not something, and that's kind of what I would like to change as well. Because when I did find the 5 stages and I just read the book alone made me understand myself even just slightly, because I could, even just one sentence, I was like, I can relate to that. It's not that it's telling you this is how you feel. It's a book that will allow you to be like, okay, I can relate to that. I don't relate to that so much. And with the 5 stages, there is days where you can be like, how is this happening? And then it's denial. And then it can be like, I'm so sad today, I can't get out of bed. Okay, am I feeling depressed? It should have been that guy down the road who, I don't know, like, stood in front of me in the queue today, and then you get a wee bit of anger in you, and then you get acceptance, where there's days like, okay, Rosanna isn't here, but I need to do this today, I need to get up today, I need to go to the shops, I need to go and look after my auntie, I need to look after my best friend's mum. There's all these different stages that, like you said, you sometimes feel like you're going back to the beginning, because grief isn't a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be a 2, 3, 5, 1. And it's not just that there's the 5 core emotions. You can feel depressed, sad, upset. It's a framework. It's like somewhere for you to just look in and begin to understand, okay, I'm not the only person who's feeling this when I've lost someone. There are people who have experienced the same thing as me. And personally, with drama therapy, I just feel like it's too relatable to grief to not use as a form of therapy.
That was Lily's scan picture, yeah. She got that, and then I think it was 13 days later, that was after she passed, so we didn't get as far as the gender reveal.
Oh, but you obviously...
Well, we knew when the post-mortem was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was Lily a name that she had?
She had already picked Lily's name. That was Rosanna's scan photograph. That was Rosanna in my room. That's Lily there. So yeah, these wee things. Then Mother's Day, I bought her that, and the whole community came together for her. They really. I mean, the community were outstanding.
Because you've stayed in the same house? Since
I've been here for 18 years now.
So this was where she grew
She was
up,
brought up
basically.
here, yeah. I've been nearly 18 years. I've been here. We came here when Rosanna was about 4.5, 5 maybe. And she started in the primary school just round the corner.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're going to maybe take a walk at some point in the rain.
Yeah.
And go and there's like a grassy area.
It's literally right next to the school
yeah,
as well.
it's behind the garages.
Yeah,
of school,
that's where
so
we
that
used
was
to
where
go. Yeah, literally. She knows.
She
She used to know we'd be
Yeah.
like, we're going for a walk.
The kids
wouldn't
used
we?
to sit across on the bench across the
Yeah.
there.
It's happening.
This is Rosanna's
Record the
voice.
audio while he's moving.
This is out of Build-A-Bear, by the way.
This is Rosanna's voice.
Mom! Mom! Hello, star. The first, I mean, I
know.
couldn't, I
Yeah.
mean, those first days, what was
Yeah.
I like?
Yeah,
I had
all I
that.
heard from the room was that.
I had to hear her, you know, I had to hear her voice shout, Mum.
Yeah.
And I went to build a bear factory, and they made me build a bear. I said, I don't want a bear.
Yeah, I just want the voice.
I just want the voice. But they had to. I bought the bear, but I just took the wee chip out the bear. But thank goodness for technology, and that was only a couple of weeks before she passed away. She was actually following me around or looking for me in a shop. We went to the
Yeah.
shop together, and she was walking about, videoing herself, going, "Mom, Mom, I've lost her." So that gives me comfort that I've got that wee voice saying, "Mom." So when I want to hear her, and I kind of relax and that, yeah, I know she's. So that brings me a lot of comfort. And sleeping with her ashes brings me comfort as well. But yeah.
So we're going to a wee grassy area.
Yeah, this is where myself and Rosanna, at an age that we shouldn't have been smoking, used to tell Jackie we're going for a walk, and we would come across here, and behind these wee garages here we used to just sit, smoke, play, have fun, just do stupid things like do cartwheels, like handstands against the
Yeah.
wall, like just really just played. And it's not like you've got a great view of Glasgow, you've got a kind of mediocre view of Busby, but it's, for us, it was just somewhere for us to be that was out with the house, and we could kind of be naughty and you know, mischievous, and we would go down there and play sometimes, and then we got to that age where we were like, oh, we're too cool, you know, to play in the play bit anymore. So then we would come up here, and being here just now is a wee bit weird, I'll be honest, because like I said, I've not managed to come here much.
Yeah.
I've managed to walk down there once. But again, that's kind of another part of grief, isn't it? Like, why is it sometimes other things are easier than others? Like right now, I'm okay standing here, but I could come tomorrow and sit and cry for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It just depends on the day, on the memories that are like that. Like just now that I'm getting this weird memory of me throwing something at her down there. I've not thought about that since it probably happened.
Yeah.
This has been good coming here today. It actually really has. So I'm glad that we came.
I'm glad
Yeah, I'm
that
really
we
glad that we
can, I
came.
guess, help in a
Yeah.
sense for you as well.
Yeah.
If we were to do a wee drama therapy exercise right now,
Right.
just to change
Okay.
the tone.
Yeah.
Maybe not next to this grey wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think is, doing the exercise of saying the same thing, but in different ways.
Sure.
So if we were going in a grief kind of
Yep.
way, you could try and use the 5 stages as your stimulus for how you're going to say the sentence. It's really cold outside and it's raining. It's really cold outside and it's raining. It's really cold outside and it's raining. Really cold outside. It's raining. It's really cold outside and it's raining.
And you can see each stage there.
Exactly.
In the way.
You can
yeah.
say each stage in those sentences, but that exercise can be used for anything. So this is Rosie and Lily's secret garden. Rosanna's mum decorated it all herself. We've got plaques and loads of little specially made ornaments. We've a woman at the cemetery, a really lovely woman, super talented, creates them all herself out of like natural bits of bark and wood and just like bits of like, you know, ornaments and little stuff that she's just found. She's so talented. And on this here, these are actually the flowers that were on the sides of the like the hearse, if you will. They were at the side, so they asked us, and they had real flowers on them, but they asked us if we wanted to keep them, and we said yes, because then we put fake ones in and we were able to do this. But we wanted to have like again, like the plaques are kind of just like wee things that everyone wanted to just say.
Yeah.
You've got, for example, you've got mine, which is Colin, meet you all the way. Colin was a name we used to shout because we loved Colin the caterpillar cake.
It's great.
It's a great cake. And meet you all the way is the lyric in the song Rosanna by Toto. That's my Facebook profile picture. Yeah, that was because the story behind that is Rosanna just wanted one nice picture. She was like, Kara, just one nice picture where you don't act like an idiot, please. And I went, no chance. No chance. So I pulled her stupid face and she was just laughing. So I love that photo, and it's for me as well, where it's located, I can just, you know, look up and
see her there.
Yeah, and just see her there, like Jackie. I'm not overly religious, but I know she's in a higher place than us. I keep her nightie that I bought for her on my pillowcase, and I sleep with that every night. I've not gone one night since Rosanna passed away without that. I've got as well a little kind of candle tea light, which when Rosanna first passed away was a massive thing for me, was just lighting a candle for her every day, and that routine was massive at the beginning. This shows how art therapy and drama therapy, I don't mind showing this, can link together. We did a session where we worked with the art therapist, because there's also an art therapy course at Queen Margaret as well, and we worked with them for 2 hours just to understand the differences and the comparisons. And this was my representation of just anarchy. There was a lot of mess going on in the room, and I don't like mess. So I just kind of drew what I saw. To some, obviously, it means nothing, but for me, doing it was therapeutic. Getting out my stresses and seeing all the messes, but seeing them controlled on a piece of paper. And then that's when you kind of reach acceptance, and you look at it you have to kind of look at it from a different perspective. And you have to look at it from the perspective of, we have to go on, and as much as it's hard, what would that person want for you? And the way I've dealt with my grief and the acceptance part is living for Rosanna and doing everything that Rosanna didn't get to do and was robbed of. And that doesn't make it easier to go on, but it makes it easier to accept that what we had was what we had, and what we can't have will never be.